Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm actually quite excited. Now's the time to do the DLC that completes the whole game. But first I need to quickly check something before I continue on to that. Alright, shards, here we go. On the coast. 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm missing 4 on the coast. Oh my god, I'm missing 4 on the coast. I had no idea. I thought I'd done everything. Oh, don't tell me I have to fight this thing.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh no. What the hell? What were you doing? Oh my god, there's something there. Are you serious? How did I miss that out? There it is. How did I miss it? I don't get... Oh my god, I'm a dipstick. How did I miss that all these times? Constantly running past it, it never showed up on the map. Oh, I'm a muppet. I literally just needed to take an extra couple of feet in front of me to unlock this little part of the map that held something important. I just didn't walk 2 feet in front of me. Oh my god. See, this is what I need to do more. I don't want to be too obsessive and need to cover every inch of the map all the time. But sometimes it is necessary. Otherwise, things like this happens. I almost went ahead and didn't bother because I didn't move 2 feet in front of me. Oh god, I don't believe that. The skull thing was there, but I didn't unlock it because I didn't move down here. All I had to do was move a few feet in front of me there, and that would have unlocked, and I would have done it a long time ago. But I didn't. So it is worth, definitely, paying more attention to your surroundings and actually walking around the map. Damn it. Oh. Bloody hell, finally. Now I need to go open that door.
There's one more left in the main room.
Hey! Yeah, there we go, look. Oh, it's got to be one. It had to be one of these, didn't it? Hey, done it. Well, nearly.
everyone alright?
We're all fine. What's that? Barry, I suggest not treading on the spells. But you again. Both here. Don't do it. There you go. Inscription in the Oasis Temple. Faintly carved into the stone is a figure bound in chains. Two other figures have turned their gaze from the central image. The script below the image is ancient. Whatever meaning or warning the text was meant to convey has been lost with time. Warning for what? Ew! Warning for what? Electrical resistance. That can come in handy. So we now have... Whoa, what was that? My thing vibrated. Cassandra! My controller vibrated. I wondered what was going on then. So now we have resistance against fire, ice, nature, and electricity. Not bad. Right. Everything is finally done. I've done every quest and every map. I am now ready to move. That was bugging me. I really didn't want to move on without completing everything. There's a couple of quests that... It's one of those ongoing quests, and I can't be bothered with those. I think I have one side quest I haven't completed, which is just to complete every liquor bottle, every alcoholic bottle, and I think I'm missing 4, but to be honest, I really don't care about that quest. And also, beating every dragon. I don't care about that one either, so... I've got all the main ones down. I've completed all the main ones. Oh, finally here. Yep. I'm actually quite excited. Ah! The Exalted Council will be held at the Winter Palace outside Halam Shral. Thanks to Divine Victoria's negotiation with the ambassadors, we are ready to depart at your convenience. Yeah, and this is 3 years into the future. Well, I'm guessing when most of my people have parted by now. And I get to find out what they've all been up to. Oh. My horse looks fancy indeed. The armour's actually quite wicked. The horse probably doesn't like it though.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you.
No! Fuck off!
Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
No, my Cullen, go away. I don't think so. Marriage proposals, nah. You can sod right off. I keep forgetting, I keep thinking it's 3 years forward, but it's not. It jumps 2 years, not 3. That's not good.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise du Lion, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Really? It's been 2 years. Although then again, a lot of havoc was going on with Corypheus, his demon army, and then he had the Mages and Templars fighting. Yeah, okay, think of it, it's not that surprising.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
You can probably just call her Leliana in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
Not completely, no. I wonder what my warden and Alistair and all the other people who know Liliana, what would they think of her now becoming divine?
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Oh,
Victoria
the sass.
has proven adept at winning allies with both her intelligence and her faith. It is a blessing in these trying times. We are lucky to have her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, your worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Olay. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
Yes, your worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter.
Yay.
It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
Still haven't done
I
that.
have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, your worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
No, Dorian, yes you will. You still haven't apologised for that. You did that ages ago. In the game, years ago. Damn, woman, you take your time.
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras, for one. I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom Ranier. Enjoy time with them while you can, your worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
I remember when I first chose to send Blackwall away to the Grey Wardens, I was panicking that he might not survive to join him. When she told me that, I remember going, thank you, I'm so glad he survived. I would have been ticked off if he didn't. I would have been so upset.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
I don't know. I don't want to disband it. We could do a lot of good. See, I remember at the beginning I said I would, but now I've got attached to everything. I've got my own. We've got our own place. We've got a castle. We've got our own army. We've got our own. We've got everything we want, and I don't want to quit. I want to keep going. Our work isn't really done, is it? Well, it is. Sod. I don't know. I know what to do. I know I want to stay, but I don't know. Again, if we're needed in future, we can just bring the Inquisition back, right? Okay. If we're needed, let's just bring it back. I can do that, I hope.
You once told me about the first Inquisition that took place 800 years ago. You said that when their battle was over, that Inquisition soldiers sheathed their swords and went home. If our battle is truly over, perhaps it's time for us to do the same.
Thank you. Make a watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
I said if our work is done. If it's not, we're not going anywhere. And that was a hard decision. Really hard.
A pleasure.
That voice sounded familiar. Just, yeah, it's great being back here.
Good day.
At least this time I don't have to sneak about and try and break in. Oh, look, it's open anyway. Oh, I don't remember that. Is this new? Oh,
There must be something here.
is this more games like last time we were here? Oh, the dog bones. I remember what they're for. Oh yeah, I've got to get those. Yeah, Cullen needs those. Liliana and the last few years. Inquisitor, thank you so much for your kind inquiries. I am doing very well, although I have been quite busy. Selecting new staff for my apartments at the Grand Cathedral has taken me so much longer than expected. And if you wouldn't mind, I would like to borrow Scout Hardin for a few weeks to help me find more nugs. Nugs? Ah, Liliana and her nugs. I cannot possibly hire anyone to a permanent position without first observing them in a room full of baby nugs, and all the litters I have on hand are nearly fully grown. In any case, I will see you soon at Alam Shirel. Until then, Liliana. See? We talk to each other and we still say Liliana. Josephine and the last few years. Dear Inquisitor Trevelyan, Commander Cullen has reviewed the soldiers. I have written and received so many letters from the Orlesian court, our birds practically blot out the sun. We are as prepared for this exalted council as we will ever be. I know this past year has been full of formal meetings. Goodness knows I have attended many myself. But this one will truly test the alliances and friendships we have worked so hard to build. If I may offer you any advice, Inquisitor, it is this. Keep a ready smile, and remember we have their attention because we are to be reckoned with. Respectfully yours, Ambassador Montilier. Cole and the last few years. Ah, Cole! Inquisitor, your suggestion regarding the young man Cole was excellent. He displays an uncanny ability to locate missing people. When hostile forces held our agents and we feared they would be killed if we approached, Cole was able to reach them without being detected. While he has been less useful overall at extracting intelligence, I have learned to trust his instincts about whether a target is trustworthy or malicious. That sounds like Cole. Per your request, I have limited his assistance to rescue operations or attacks on clearly hostile forces. Whatever magic lives in the young man's mind, it would be poorly served by the less pleasant necessities of our work. His remarks about my family, while not germane to the mission at hand, were also greatly appreciated. Yours, Carter? Whatever.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable. The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence, but the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock, idle chats with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely.
So yes.
The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
I like how my Inquisitor is still looking after her friends, even though they're not with her anymore. I would do that in real life, so I'm glad she's doing
And
it.
what is this small entertainment?
Something to ease our minds. I would very much like to surprise you with the details.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'd be delighted to attend.
Splendid! I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
Probably not.
What I really enjoyed was seeing you put your duties aside for a change.
I truly did. Thank you for coming. It's been too long since I just spent an evening doing... nothing.
Here's to nothing. May it happen to us more often in the future.
Oh, look! The encore signal!
Fireworks, I understand. Oh dear. I thought I'd be polite in saying that was shite. Even though I didn't watch it, but I'm guessing it probably wouldn't be that good. I don't know.
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any ear-ringing should go away in a day or two.
Is it really that loud?
It is good to see you. It is good to see you.
She's definitely not going to say anything else, so who's next? Barrick! I remember you!
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Sod Sebastian.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Aveline!
Inquisitor!
He always moans.
Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you?
Yeah. For me, it's been 5 minutes. For you, it's been 2 years.
Are you in some kind of trouble? What's happened this time?
So suspicious. I'll have you know I've never been convicted of anything. Officially. This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount
Yeah, I remember him.
Provisional Viscount.
of Kirkwall.
You were a jackass then, and you're still a bit of one now.
And what are you doing now?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now.
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
What about Hawk?
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, what's the worst that could happen if we put the dwarf in charge? They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present.
Oh.
It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall.
Oh.
Congratulations. You're a Comtesse now.
Wow.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall, anyway.
Proper disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
Yeah, go away. So now Hawk and her have an estate and a title there. Where is my Hawk? I hope she's back there. Now everything should have settled down. Hopefully her and Anders are back there, living a happy life, hopefully trying for a family, and she's helping Varric with his Viscount business. That would be so great to hear.
This is possibly too much, Varric. I don't know what to say.
That's nothing. Practically nothing. Don't mention it. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
Maybe you should do your research on what you're giving away before you give it away. I feel like saying, can I try it out? As a joke.
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
I want to try it out though. Oh.
I'll be here if you need me. I'll be here if you need me.
Yep, he's definitely not saying anything else.
Is there something you need?
There you go, Black Wall.
Yes.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I'm late, and you decide to make the Winter Palace rubble.
Eh? Never liked it anyway. Too fancy. So tell me everything that happened while I was away. And Geralf strolls up, hands filled with ripe squashes, and says, "Sir, I must report that it was an utter boondoggle."
Boondoggle.
Maybe you had to be there.
Maybe.
It's good to see you fitting in.
It has its warts, that's for sure. But this life feels right. Like it's where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, it's nice to be back. Though I'm not sure what to think of this council. The wardens will be missing me, but they aren't going to keep me away from a friend who might need my sword arm.
Oh. That's good to hear. Plus, because after you become a Grey Warden, you have about 20 years to live. He's already middle-aged. He looks middle-aged. So, by the time the call-in gets him, he'll be in his 60s or 70s. So, he's alright. Because I really just go,
I'm getting a little worried for the palace. And any passerby.
I thought I heard that missed the target and hit a wall or something.
Inquisitor. Inquisitor.
Okay. Blackwall and the last few years. An excerpt of a report breaking the seal of the Grey Wardens found among Inquisition files. Tom Rainier participated in Grand Tourney, former captain of a Legion army, known for murder, treason, also known for impersonating a Grey Warden, Warden Constable Blackwall, Val Chavan, member of Inquisition, played role in the defeat of Crifius. Status recruited, join-in survived, obviously. Assignment, 3 marches, Vimark Mountains, reporting to Warden Staudenmeyer in ongoing investigation of Vimark Prison. What is in that prison? I want to know now! Oh!
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Did you know that a merchant in the courtyard is selling gemstones the same color as your eyes?
What an odd thing to say. I must see this for myself.
Oh, hey.
You're useful to have around, Cole.
I still don't understand Orlesians and their masks, but it makes him happy. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs.
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Oh, Cole, good day. I didn't see you there.
But I saw you, as lovely as your songs.
Oh. Why did I think he went out with Krem? I don't know why I thought that. It's not Krem, it's her.
I'm pleased for both of you.
The world has ample pain, Inquisitor. The kindness found in Cole is rare indeed.
Her songs bring happiness to those who hear, and I can make her happy in return.
Well then, carry on.
Oh, that's sweet. No, I have no idea why I thought he went out with Krem. I just remembered him go out. Obviously, I remembered wrong, but I remembered him go out with Krem. Why did I think that?
Hello.
I don't know.
Hello.
No. Sarah's past and now things. Already, you know it's Sarah by the title. Lost another book. Stop leaving them places. Below are journal entries by Sarah. Also several sketches of Skyhold with impeccable cross-hatching. Moving again. Less stuff, more things. People things. I thought she was staying with us. Did anyone stay with us in the end? Too many vow somethings. Name less stupid. Olay. Last Jenny checked in. Wasn't worried. A drawing of a gloved fist holding an odd symbol, smashing against the face of a chevalier. The symbol is red and smells of strawberry. Okay. Castle Sutherland and crew. No. Castle Sutherland and crew, sirs all around now. Do you ever stop grinning? They have their own castle. What? No way. Travelling again and again. Been here before. We're everywhere. Back to the Winter Palace. Never good. Pack bees, yeah. Bet Varric we're in trouble. Scratched out. Varric won't take a sucker bet. In for 10 with Cullen. Oh, another game of Wicked Grace. Everyone looks old and tired and fat. No, not everyone. What? It's been 2 years. Fine to shrunk my Skyhold clothes. Scratched out. Piss. Don't say the Inquisitor's hand looks bad. What? Does it really look bad? It looks very bad. Well, there's my answer. Is Whittle even here? Whittle? Is Whittle even here? Why do I go where there's no Whittle? What's a Whittle? A drawing of Sarah and Dagna silhouetted by an exploding bees. Oh my god. Chargers in the palace. No one will be sleeping. Rainier hugs harder than Blackwall. Still beardy. Maybe he really missed her. Josie is best here. Not surprising. Cassandra needs to punch something or she'll explode. Everyone? They never call in everyone. Liliana knows something. Knew it. Inquisition is in trouble. Oh, don't say that.
Here's you! And everyone! Glad to be back all stuffed together. With the pressure full on. Again. Don't worry, Herald of Everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs. Just like best times.
Yeah. We're not. Oh, I just realised we're not even at our home. We're not at our castle. At someone else's. Ugh. We weren't this mean last time.
I expected a roof.
Really? Oh yeah, the roof!
It's early.
Iron Ball!
Anyway, that was a good run. It's all been a good run. I needed that. And I need... You know it's ending, right? We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, all they do is end things. They'll try a leash. Or worse. But maybe you aren't ready to quit just because some Lord Piddlebits is scared of us.
I don't know. It's hard. I don't want to stop, but at the same time, I don't want to cause a wars. Oh, it's hard.
The Inquisition's still needed. No one can question that.
That's the problem. When people need us, they don't need them. Point is, sooner, all this changes. And you've helped me understand. Too much. So it's my turn to help you. See, I have these friends, and all of them were the wrong sort of whatever. Their place changed, or it never was. So together, we made an us. Everyone needs an us. And when the world is done saying no and calls you the wrong sort of whatever, maybe we can be that us for you. What do you think, Inquisitor? Want to run some rooftops as a Jenny?
You want the Inquisitor? Don't I have a few more titles than your usual Jenny? No offense.
Some taken. Words. Look, we don't want you. We want to be there for you. If you want to keep doing, it won't be nobles who help. It'll be friends.
I like that.
Well, all I have to say is... Call me Red Frigging Jenny.
Way too confusing. You'll get a city. One that rhymes with arse.
Oh! I should have said we needed a we instead of an us, because... Wait! Anus! So stupid.
To all my friends.
Yeah, Sarah.
Always and ever, Inquisitor. Always and ever.
Sarah was never in the group.
Creepy song is creepy. Ugh.
There's true. She made a song about Sarah. It would be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
Go figure out what end this bunch want, and then we can get to fun with friends and friends. Go figure out what end this...
Okay. And before I talk to Iron Ball, is there a letter about him anywhere? Apparently not. Am I really a red Jenny now?
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the Chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
Wait, what? Why do I not have any other options? Oh, what's happened?
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right? Ben Hasrap, remember?
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys. You got me.
I swear I had more options than that last time. Did I mess something up and only end up with one option? Or I'm just remembering wrong again.
Hey, boss.
I like clicking on them twice to make sure they definitely don't say anything else. Dorian and the last few years. Inquisitor, it was good to hear from you, my friend. For months I've had only the Society of Marabas's fledgling Lucini party, junior members of the Magisterium so filled with fire and zeal, and so wildly inept to politics. May keeps a bucket of ice water on hand in case one accidentally immolates himself. Lest I give you the wrong impression, we are making progress. But it will take a great deal of skill to keep Lucini alive through the usual schedule of Minrathus scheming long enough to become a real political faction. Fortunately, they do have me. I'm sorry to hear that politics are ploughing you as well. Must be something going around, like pestilence or an Elysian fashion trend. Hopefully Josephine can diffuse the Ferelden outcry and persuade the Elysians to stop circling you with a collar and leash. You know she did always love a challenge. That's Josephine's view. I'll find an excuse to make a trip south soon. We should really catch up in person, don't you agree? Dorian. I totally agree. Here he is, Iron Bull and the last few years. Thank you for sending the Chargers to assist in dealing with the demons attacking Mount Fort. Their assistance was most appreciated and many lives were saved. The Iron Bull and his Chargers have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais with their efforts in Corendor. The Iron Bull in particular defeated the would-be usurper in combat. We must protest the actions of the Bull's Chargers in South Reach. While the presence of demons and Templars corrupted by red lyrium is undisputed, the necessity of your dwarven miner collapsing the better part of a mountain on the enemy forces was hardly necessary. Yeah, if that's going to the quest I think it is, when I chose Liliana, I completely regretted that, and couldn't go back because I saved over my save game, so I don't usually do that. I don't usually drop mountains on people. I just went with Liliana because I thought she would do a good job, and obviously I was wrong. Liliana messed up on that one. Or I messed up in going with her. Either way, let's move on. The Bull's Chargers were of great assistance in driving back the demons that attacked the shores of Lake Calenhad. Oh, they were over there, were they? The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful, and I look forward to her promised explanation of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magical barriers. She's still doing that, is she? I'm not a mage. I think you are, love. Excerpts from letters of thanks relating to the activities undertaken by Bull's Chargers over the past 2 years. My quest actually looks quite fashionable in black. You know what? Let's leave her with that. She looks quite nice like that. Cassandra!
Oh.
What was that?
Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
Okay, maybe she's not wearing black. She's wearing dark brown. Either way, she looks good.
This seems serious.
It's not about me. It's about you.
What? Oh, no, I remember.
Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit. Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
That's sweet.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
Yeah, this seems like a weird conversation.
Maybe I should leave and come back. I think I missed the beginning.
I'm talking about marriage.
Marriage?
Cullen is not hard on the eyes, I'll give him that. But if you truly intend to... You're not proposing to anyone. I am going to kill Varric.
Again?
Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
I do not know. He likes to wind you up, doesn't he?
He said I was going to propose.
He mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
He actually does, doesn't he?
I might get married. I've thought about it.
I suspected as much. Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come. How did Varric, of all people, become the Viscount of Kirkwood? A mystery for the ages.
Good, that's his job.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Oh.
It is good to see you, my friend.
This is why I love talking to them all.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality. Appointment? With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
Those settees are huge. She looks like a child on it.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. Of course it is, darling. That's the only kind I have.
Oh, really?
What are the cheese wheels for? It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
What's wrong with cucumbers?
Did you hear something? Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. How are things with our dear Commander Cullen?
Oh, you want to know the gossip, do you?
Things are excellent. Thank you for asking. I'm glad to hear it. You've done so much, darling. You deserve to be happy.
Oh. Sarah just has to go around ticking everyone off.
You must be keeping very busy. Someone has to keep the mess that's been made of Thaddeus's institutions of magic from flying apart. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles. What happened? Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
You could fit parties on the size of those settees. I thought that was an actual person, and I was like, what are you doing? A bloody statue.
Darling, what can I do for you? Darling, what can I do for you?
Apparently nothing. Is this supposed to be Cullen? Right. Oh, there he is. Yeah, another Mabari.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog.
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owners tired of the novelty.
Poor boy. Well, he seems happy now.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
You could take him to Ferelden sometime. You should know where he came from.
I did promise my sister a visit. She might try to spoil you. Remember who you report to. The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Still, I've found certainty in my life now. The Council won't change that. Marry me.
Whoa.
What?
I mean, will you... I had a plan, and it wasn't a dog, but you were... it doesn't matter. I've thought of little else, and I don't need a plan. Only to know if you would.
I forgot he just blurted it out like that. I actually got taken aback then. I thought, whoa, okay. Straight away, I'm going to say yes. Obviously, no questions asked.
I would. Cullen, I will.
You will.
People will notice the Inquisitor marrying her commander in the middle of the Exalted Council.
Who cares?
It won't go over well. We know a few people who can keep things secret.
I don't care. Sod it. Now you're officially off the market as well. Is people trying to marry him? Sod off. Oh wow, pretty dress.
Just know, everything feels like it was worth fighting for.
It was.
This is the part where you make a promise.
Oh, right. I swear unto the Maker and the Holy Andraste to love this woman the rest of my days.
Oh, that is so damn unbelievably sweet. Wait, where's my promise? Can't I choose a promise? Has she already done it? Oh. Whatever my Inquisitor said, I'm sure it was as equally as sweet as his.
There you are. I just realized I'm greeting my wife.
Oh yeah.
I rather like this.
I don't know why. It's really weird. This is a game, and when he said that, I thought, you're my husband, and for some reason, I really liked that. This is a game. Remember that. Do you like that, boy? I'm sure he likes all the bones I've collected so far. Yep, seems that's it.
It's good to see you.
Oh. For the first time, my character is greeting her husband. A dispatch from the Crown of Ferelden. Uncle Tegan. Oh, this has to be Alistair. I read your first letter. Trust Orlais to put up a fight about this now. You've been there before, so I'm not telling you anything new. Send a messenger if you need anything. I'll send someone out straight away. Regards, King Alistair of Ferelden. Yeah. Someone, presumably His Majesty, has drawn a stick figure weighed down by an oversized crown at the bottom of the page. Probably what he feels like. Wouldn't be surprising, no.
Orlais is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition's support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
You arrived ahead of me. I hope all's well.
It's everything I expected. We've been spared the burden of surprise. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
I prefer you than anyone else anyway.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Orlais wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
Only because Celine. Didn't it say not long ago that she's clinging on to the Inquisition because she's scared that her cousin's going to come back and try and kill her or something? He wants to assassinate her. If we're her shield, of course. She's not going to want to get rid of us if we're what's protecting her.
Does your grace feel the Inquisition should continue to rule itself?
I would rather see the Inquisition join us freely than be carved into pieces for the chessboard. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is a good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
Well, he seems reasonable. That makes sense. But is he telling the truth, or is he just saying pretty words and doesn't mean any of it?
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting?
Of course not, Inquisitor. I was catching up with Redcliffe's Arl. He's here to represent Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
Wow. It's weird seeing Liliana dressed like that. And Baron Tegan, hey, how have you been?
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
Blessedly quiet. The mayor conveys his greetings. Redcliffe remembers its savior.
Not just my Inquisitor, but my hero as well. But then again, she's now your sister-in-law, right? No. She's your niece-in-law, I believe. Something like that.
I'll try not to keep you from more important matters.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
Many are frightened of the Inquisition's power, but I will do all I can to allay their fears.
You used to be with us. Wouldn't that make things easier to see that the head of the Chantry used to be part of the Inquisition?
When world powers want to discuss plans for the future, I get nervous.
Good. Someone should keep you on your toes. We don't want you to get bored, Inquisitor. I have much to do, but let me say this. I may no longer be your spy master, but I am always here if you require.
Oh, good.
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
We're working alongside with Ferelden. We've even helped the king. Hello? We helped Alistair. Not a threat.
The Inquisition has grown. I can see how its presence might cause concern.
Then you understand why we must demand a reduction of your military forces.
No.
A power without allegiance to either Ferelden or Orlais? Even I see neither of our countries can let it rest. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
I don't think there's going to be an option to let me give allegiance to both countries. Why can't we just be here as a guide or a guard for both countries, whatever? Give me something.
Pleasure.
Where's the door? Oh, there it is. Haven't seen them.
As the most eloquent dwarf you know, Sparkles...
Speech! Speech! Way too much speech.
Varric, there's really no need.
What's going on?
Inquisitor! You're just in time. Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you. Or want you. It may even kill you. But we'll miss you. If it counts. And you didn't know. Okay, folks. Time to take the party elsewhere.
Someone looks like someone definitely.
Tama never wanted any. I swear.
Looks like someone's been partying enough for everyone.
Leave him.
That look Dorian gave him as in, shut up.
It's true. When the Exalted Council has ended, I'm going back to Tevinter. For good, this time.
Oh. So then that means you're never going to see him again. Unless she visits. Is she going to visit?
You know I'll miss you.
Naturally. My father is dead. Assassinated, I believe.
Oh, crap.
I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating me on assuming his seat in the Magisterium. We only met a few times while I was home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as his heir. This ambassadorship, his doing, I'm told. He must have wanted me away when the trouble began. I have to go back.
So you'll truly be a Magister?
Oh, yes. I can't wait to degrade the Magisterium with my presence. A new outfit is required.
And then what?
I find my father's killers and kill them back. Then I find those giving Tevinter a bad name and kill them. They're most likely the same people, so that should make the job easier.
Shit. Well, are people going to try and assassinate Dorian?
You'll need help. I could go with you.
Not this time, my friend. I won't be entirely without support. Mayveris has gathered other Magisters who feel as we do. We'll be an actual faction in the Magisterium. I'll teach them manners, take them shopping. It'll be fun.
I like how he tries to keep up his cheery persona, even after everything he's going through.
I know it was complicated, but I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
I wish you safe travels, and the best of luck.
Oh, I'll need it, thank you. Magisters are tricksy bastards. A present. A going-away present. It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access to. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice... Magic. What? You didn't think I would just leave and you'd never hear from me again, did you?
Yeah, I was hoping not.
You are my dearest friend.
Oh.
Perhaps my only friend. That will never change, no matter where we are. Now let's finish the good wine before the others get back.
I forgot he gave it that crystal thing. It's basically their version of a mobile phone.
Quite the party, wasn't it? I hear it left the Orlesians and Fereldans completely aghast. Andraste's herald, the Inquisitor, toasting a Tevinter Magister. Not a bad scandal to leave.
He's just so funny.
I can't believe it's been so long.
Around 2 years.
That's it? 2 years? Sweet merciful maker, it felt like 10. That could have been all the wine. Only thing back home I really missed. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend.
And you're done. Oh, here we go. Vivian and the last few years. Inquisitor. I feel I shall have no opportunity to meet with you prior the exalted council at Halam Shral. The colleges and fraternites of enchanters are holding yet another round of elections in a few months, and I must be present to organize everything, or the Equitarians and the Lusrosians will inevitably get drawn into the most passive-aggressive arguments over the numbers of ballot boxes and the arrangements of voting cards you can possibly imagine. On the last 2 occasions when I could not be spared from my duties at the Imperial Court, the isolationists sealed themselves inside the debating area with ice walls in protest over some insult from a librarian senior enchanter from Cumberland. I must of course convey the continuing approbation of the Orlesian Court, though I have no doubt dear Duke Cyril has already bored you to death with the Council of Heralds' compliments by now. Cordially, Vivian. Why are all these names so damn complicated? Alright, Varric in the last few years. Inquisitor. Greetings and salutations from beautiful Kirkwall. It has its moments. The sun is shining, the seabirds are screeching, and almost nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewers in over a month. Really? The Red Lyrium clean-up in the gallows is going better than expected. Nobody misses having Meredith. Oh my god, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Nobody misses having Meredith fused to the flagstones. Oh, they got rid of her. Eerily glaring at everyone. I don't blame them. They finally managed to get rid of it though, yeah? The city guard celebrated finally getting her out of there. Yeah, okay, that answered my question. They got rid of her by holding a completely impromptu parade. Several Lowtown residents composed a song on the spot with lyrics to the effect of "Thank the Maker, the crazy cursed Templar is gone," which which was remarkably catchy, despite or maybe because of the fact that it was mostly just swearing in tune. Of course, Varric would like that. Actually, does sound kind of catchy though, doesn't it? Please mention Hawk. Oh, I hope he mentions her. Even with all this stellar progress, it looks like I'm stuck here. Channels in the harbour were completely changed by falling debris a few years back, which led to a lot of ships getting wrecked coming and going, which only made things worse. And then we had rifts open, and weird glowing fade rocks appeared out of there. Incidentally, thanks for closing the rifts. You're welcome. Now the only hope for repairing the harbour is to send guys with pickaxes to clear the rocks. Ever try to hire miners who are also divers, Inquisitor? Not really. There aren't many. I'm not surprised. And even fewer are happy mining glowing shit from the fade. This is going to take a lot of my coin to fix. Oh, we can help. We can help, right? Stop by the city sometime. Oh, I would love to. We'll get in a game of Wicked Grace. You mean Wicked Grace? Please, this Viscount shit is boring me to death, Varric. I would love to. That would be a fun DLC. Cullen! Cullen and the last few years. Cullen, word has spread from Denerim about the summit the Inquisition will attend. The news is half rumours, but with the representatives they say are going, it's clearly serious, and the details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love all Legion parties. I'm taking it as sarcasm. Oh, that's funny. I'm sure you and Jacqueline... Oh, okay. I'm sure you and Jacqueline will find enough danger away from the summit. You always do. Is it worth warning either of you to be careful? Yeah, no, not really. I don't think either of us will pay much attention. We've got to do what we've got to do. Branson's here. His son insists I add "Hello, Cull" to his letter. He also insists it be "hello" and not "hello." Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. Love, Maya. Is he Cockney? Is that Cockney or something? I don't do very clearly I don't do Cockney accents very well. Cassandra on the last few years. Inquisitor, I am writing to you from the Hunterhorn Mountains, where I was successful in tracking down Seeker Emery. She was more shocked than most to hear of Lord Seeker Lucius's betrayal, as he was her mentor when she was just an initiative. But she is eager to help rebuild, and she has heard of a few other Seekers who might have been sent to Rivain. I still do not know how many of us yet remain, how many Lucius killed, but I know that we are recovering, and I know that we will be better this time. I hope so. I completely trust her, that's why I wanted her to take over. I confess I look forward to returning to Orlais next month. Once I would have thought that impossible. Orlais was little more than the land of frustrating politics, excessive ornamentation, and responsibilities I did not want. But now that friends wait for me there, it is almost a home. Oh, Cassandra. Oh, that's sweet. See, I love it when we all get together. Oh, is that a plus thing? Yeah, strength. Nice. But now I'm going to try and keep an eye out for these things. I don't know if I'll be able to catch them or not. Oh, look, another one. Wow. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, it's a little village. Wow, this just looks brilliant. This looks amazing. I love this. It just makes it feel real. And it just makes the game feel real. Oh, I love how the clouds are moving as well. Look at that. Oh, I love this game so much.
Will you walk with me? The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace.
Wait a minute. Did she go to Orlais before or after meeting my warden? If she went before, that means she was probably 20, 21, around that, early 20s, around that, when she met my warden. If Liliana went, because I don't remember, I'm pretty sure it mentioned it, but if Liliana went to Orlais after my warden, she was 18 years old. I always thought she was early 20s. No way. That would be shocking.
And that makes you sad?
It is easier on the heart to just see gilding. Now all I see are hands rubbed raw to make gold gleam, tears shed in the night over silk embroidery. Others overlook them and forget their pain, but I am divine and I cannot be blind. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no?
Oh, yes.
Fear.
I'd fear anyone with our vault of secrets, wouldn't you?
It is not our secrets, nor our soldiers. There have always been spy masters and private armies. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
My Inquisitor?
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. The Inquisition's time is coming to an end.
Oh, but I don't want it to.
The Inquisition has done enough, more than enough. Maybe it's time for us to lay down our swords and go home.
We set out to restore peace, and now peace is upon us. You and I have come so far through the darkness together. It is time for us both to live in the light. But whatever you decide, I will be honored to stand beside you. I'll be right here if you need anything.
And it looks like it's time to move on. I have literally just spent about an hour and a half, maybe a bit more, on just running around, talking to people, and just picking up things, and yeah. I haven't even restarted this quest yet. Now I am, and I'm not sure if I want to. Oh crap.
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Artigan, as to your concerns.
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
Wait, what? He's not talking about that castle where I got rid of all the bandits. Are you mad?
Yes, from bandits. Would you like us to give it back to them?
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now order has been restored, yet you remain. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them. Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Exactly.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. The Inquisition is the only reason Selene still has the throne.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Divine Victoria wishes to speak with you in private.
My apologies. An urgent matter has come to my attention. Ambassador Montelier, can you handle this for a short while?
Of course, Inquisitor.
This is highly irregular.
Perhaps it would be best if we took a short recess.
I would be peeing myself if I had to do that in real life.
The guard said we should both see this. I believe she was correct. A Canary warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
Would the Iron Bull know anything about this?
I asked, and he is as surprised as we are. Since becoming Talvashov, he has had no contact with his people. He seems frustrated at not knowing more.
So, what would the left hand of the Divine see when she looked at this?
This is a warrior, not a spy. Part of the Antam, the Canary military. Most of his wounds come from a fight against someone using magic, but at least a few are from a blade. He was badly hurt, separated from his allies, and made it here before he died. But how?
I'm not surprised. Did you see what his armor's made out of? It's not metal, it looks like it was woven together. I used to have one of those wicker chair things that was made out of the same stuff. What's that going to protect him from?
We need to find out what's going on. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will extend the recess as long as possible. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
Apart from the bits on his knees and lower part of his legs, and a bit near his shoulder, none of that is metal. That's not going to protect anyone. I had this trouble last time, she just wasn't jumping when I asked her to. Oh my god. Fucking prick. It's not gonna let me do it, is it? You didn't even jump, and I clearly pressed it. Oh. Don't fucking do that. Fuck now. Bottle of cologne. Go fuck yourself. I went through all that, falling over constantly, time after time after time for a cologne? Oh my god. I remember that whole mess, Morgan. Oh, what's wrong with her? What was that?
This is the crossroads. Morrigan brought me here while showing me the alluvians.
Yeah, but it didn't look anything like this when she brought me here. As always, I need to look everywhere else. There's blood coming from here and up there.
Judging by the bloodstains, he tried to get through here.
Oh.
What's wrong? That one doesn't like you?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
Morrigan said someone just closed. You need to find a key to unlock it. Oh, so he tried it. That's why his blood's there. He tried to get down. He tried to get in through that one. Couldn't do it. So then went through that one. But there's a blood trail here, so obviously he came through there. Look, there's an open one. He came through there.
The blood trail leads to this mirror.
Right. Let's see where this guy came from.
Should we? You know what, screw it. Let's go to the side one. I can't help it. I just want to finish everything.
This goes everywhere, even places that aren't anymore.
So that can't mean we've gone into the past, right? Yeah, so it's probably better that we did come in here first.
Elven ruins. I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought we were in Orlais either.
Another Kunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's Karashok, a foot soldier. Must have been in the same squad. Oh, this is gonna be fun. The old team together again to kick some ass.
Kicking doesn't work as well as daggers, the Iron Bull.
I missed you too, Cole.
See, these are the chats that I miss. Whoa. The hell was that? Damn, that building's on fire now. There's a trick to this to stop me getting hurt, but I can't remember what it was. Shit. If you touch it, it instantly drains your life. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't that. What was it? What was the trick? There was something that stopped me getting burned from that, and I can't remember what it was now.
A spell killed these Kunari. Someone cast it not even an hour ago. We need to find out why these Kunari were here and who did this to them.
Oh.
Over there, Kunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
Not going to be easy, and because I didn't drink from the well, this is the quest I was talking about before, where it would have, if I drank from the well, it would have made this DLC so much easier. But no, I had to, this is where it makes it horrible. Oh no, I'm going to struggle with this now.
I don't understand.
Shit. See, if I drank from the well, the voices in my character's head would have told her what they were saying, and I would be able to reply back to them in their language. But because I didn't drink from the well, I have no voices in my head, so I can't reply back. Now I've got to fight every spirit here. If I drank from the well, I wouldn't have to fight anyone. I don't want to fight them. Crap. All because I was worried what would happen to Merquista in the future. And she might not even be dragged in. Morrigan, you better bloody shit. Morrigan, you better appreciate me giving you the damn well.
I'm afraid I can't understand a word you're saying.
I didn't have to go through this last time. I don't want to go through it now.
Intruders.
We are intruders. We aren't ancient elves.
It must have been set to guard something.
We may not be ancient elves, but we're here for a good cause. But we can't explain that because I don't know their language. Ooh. Wolf's welcome. A wash of powerful magic carries an impression of welcome. Images flash by. Elven slaves flee into the place in ancient times, greeted by others who then tend their wounds. Words are not so much heard as felt. Fen Harel bids you welcome. Rest, knowing the dread wolf guards you, and his people guard this valley. In this place you are free, and trust in us, you will never be bound again.
Ooh. That was like Veilfire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
Yes, I can feel their pain. They came here hurt, hungry. This was help, a new home.
This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the Dreadwolf Fen Harel.
And now we know who that is. I'm probably going to pass out with this, but let's see if I'll pass out on the other side. Oh crap, this is on the floor as well. Didn't see that. Oh no.
A letter by the Kunari. Why are they translating it into our language?
Did the Kunari live here?
These Kunari were running when they died. Let's find where this battle began.
I did not see this. I am now stuck. It's all the way up the stairs. If I keep dying and I only recover on this side, I'll be stuck here forever. No, I'm not. Ah. Where's my Inquisitor? There you are. Ha! Cheat.
That illuvian only took us a short distance. That's the same lake we saw from the other tower.
Good for moving around a city, visiting friends, deploying guards. Cuts all over the back. He was killed by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation there. I just wanted to get my Inquisitor's health back up. The promise of Fen Harel. A wash of powerful magic carries a pang of hope. Images flash by. A man in wolfskin standing with a group of freed slaves. I'm guessing that's Solus. clasping one's arm in friendship. Words are not so much heard as felt. Ben-Harel has been falsely named a god, but is immortal as any of you. He takes no divine mantle, and asks that none be bestowed upon him. He leads only those who would help willingly. Let none be beholden but by choice.
This is Ben-Harel helping former slaves as a mortal, not a god.
He took great pains to renounce his supposed divinity.
Worship makes you more. He just wanted to help.
Oh. See, Solus is good. He's very good. He's just confused and doesn't know what to do. Doesn't know the right way to go about things. The lies of the Evanurus. A wash of powerful magic carries a sensation of bitter fury. Images flash by, elven mages enslaving tens of thousands, making arrogant proclamations of godhood. Words are not so much heard as felt. The gods, our Evanurus, claim divinity, yet they are naught but mortals powerful in magic, who can die as you can. In this place, we teach those who join us to unravel their lies.
This claims the elven gods were just Evanurus, powerful, but completely mortal mages.
Was this the start of an uprising? Freed elven slaves against their former masters?
If that's true, Ben-Harel was teaching these freed slaves the truth about these false gods.
That does not look good. Anchor discharge. The anchor now automatically generates focus over time. Discharge the accumulated focus with LT and LS. Discharging the anchor makes your party briefly invulnerable. That's what I use to get past those purple barrier things. I probably should have waited till I got here first. Yeah, screw it, too late now. The anchor also glows brightly for a short time, lighting dark areas and revealing objects hidden there.
You alright, boss?
I'm not sure. It stopped at least.
So, can I do it now? Oh, wow, okay.
This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
This is really handy for my anchor to be able to do this, but it's probably not a good idea. What are you doing? My controller is still vibrating. What happened? Is that just open for us? Oh, that's opening. My controller just stopped vibrating. I was wondering what's going on. I can't hear anything anymore.
Canary!
The Inquisition doesn't leave alive.
Thing is, if I romance Solus, I think I definitely would have drank from the well, no matter what he said. So I'm that sort of person to say, well, if you're going to dump me and leave me, I'm going to drink this, so you are now stuck and connected to me. So there you are.
I like the quiet. This was a good place for spirits.
You've been gone a lot these past few years, kid. Anywhere in particular?
Helping people. Towns burned, too many dead from bandits or battles. It's harder now that they can see me, but harder doesn't mean you don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Attack the Inquisition on sight.
Shit.
No idea. They weren't Talvashov, though. This might be a rogue group, but they think they're following the Cune.
Right, so this is when I should use this. That's not. That. There we go. And this should let me walk unharmed. There we go. You're gonna still keep going for me, keep going. Oh, you had to. Damn it. Okay, so it doesn't last more than a few seconds. The Dread Wolf keeps his gaze on the one light that illuminates the way forward. It's obviously a clue. This is a wolf, and he's facing there. Oh, wait, this is Dread Wolf as well, though, isn't it? Oh look, that's Solus. Yeah, that definitely is Solus because it described him looking like that in past passages, and even looks. If you look at the bottom of his face, he even looks like him. Ah, look, that's him taking the tattoo ink off the faces. That's what he does to if a person romances him. That's what he does to his romance option. He's freeing them from slavery, basically. So I'm guessing because you are staring here. Was that good? I'm so glad it's just the one. Otherwise, that would be another puzzle I'd have to try and figure out.
What's this?
The lifting of the Balaslin. A wash of powerful magic carries a sensation of determination. Images flash by. Former slaves in ranks with Ben Harel, armed and strong. Their skin is clear, their face tattoos, the elven Balaslin are gone. Words are not so much heard as felt. The brand of the Ebenurus, was it pronounced Ebenurus? I can't remember now. The brand of the Ebenurus can be lifted from you, that all may know you oppose their cruelties. None here are slaves, all are under our protection, all may choose to fight.
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Ebenurus, posing as gods.
So basically, elves fighting nasty elves. If elves did used to rule the world or populate the world, where did humans, dwarves, and Canary come into it? It was so different from elves, they couldn't have been the only beings around. As we get flooding up on me. Oh, oops. Again, as we get.
It's been too long since we've traveled together. I've missed it.
Oh, it's nice to help people with you. You're quiet, except when you clank.
This letter says the Kunari came to these ruins because the Alluvians connect to Halam Shiral.
A staging ground for an invasion?
It was some sort of infiltration. There's no more details.
This is crazy. They're acting like we're at war.
Are they?
I don't know, boss. I wish I did.
He does not sound happy about that. He doesn't like being told the Shoff, so he gets kept in the dark. I just realised my hand's glowing all the time now, isn't it? That's not a good sign.
Let's look for anything that explains why the Kunari came here before we go.
That's what I'm doing.
A note about an unknown intruder coming through an alluvion. They turned spirits against us, then fled. 2 parties then. The Kunari, and a mystery agent determined to stop them.
One dead Canary was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Canary may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
They also have no reason to be here, or using illuvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now, Your Holiness.
Cullen, please just call me Liliana.
Yes, Liliana.
The Kunari can't hide forever. They're inside those alluvians, somewhere.
We must ensure that the Kunari do not disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks.
What?
Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
It wasn't an insult. I kind of had to leave. Unless you want them to do whatever they're doing and get away with it. That's a little bit more important than those poxy bloody idiots, but then again, if they shut us down, we're in trouble.
Could we use the Kunari threat to remind everyone how valuable the Inquisition still is?
Not until we know more. It will be fine. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
We, Your Holiness?
You do, Josie?
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Kunari are doing and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
In this place.
Everything going all right so far?
So, Bran used to be Viscount, and now he just follows you around?
Provisional Viscount.
Pretty much.
With a permanent appointee finally in the Viscount's office, I am free to return to my post as Seneschal.
He means my true calling is arrogantly telling people they can't talk to the Viscount. He's good at it, too.
Yeah, Hawk. What? Tell me about her.
Any word from Hawk?
I got a message from, well, best not to name the entire chain of smuggling syndicates and light company. Anyway, Weishaupt is apparently the special kind of best that only appears when Hawk shows up. I'm not entirely sure how it'll all play out, but my money's on Hawk walking away from the Warden's fortress as it explodes.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So Hawk is still over there. What about Anders? Is he with her? I just want to know that my companions are still with their loved ones.
I don't understand how you just become a Viscount.
When the ruler of a marcher state dies and there's no heir, the nobles of the city pick a new ruler. Only none of Kirkwall's nobles actually want the throne. Most of them think it's cursed, actually. They can't leave it empty, though, or some other state like Starkhaven or Ansburg will probably invade. I complained about the empty office when it interfered with my reconstruction efforts. They took that as volunteering.
So the seat stayed empty the whole time after the last Viscount was killed by the Kunari. Really? Wow. That's been a long time.
I'm surprised no one from the Council of Heralds wants your autograph.
You just missed them. Duke Cyril keeps asking me for spoilers for my next book.
We'll talk more another time.
I'll be here if you need me. Everything going all right so far?
Nope.
We'll talk more another time.
I'll be...
Need me for anything?
What do you think's going to happen at the Exalted Council?
Maker, I have no idea. Politics always makes my head spin. The Inquisition shouldn't have to give in whenever some prissy noble gets their knickers wedged somewhere.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
What is it like, being a warden now?
Things are in upheaval. There have been heated arguments about the future of the Order. I wouldn't be surprised if we tore ourselves apart.
It's nice to have everyone back in the same place again.
I have to admit I missed it. What does it mean when we need a huge diplomatic talk or the world ending just to bring us together?
Yeah.
I got the chance to have a few drinks with Sarah. Miss that girl.
Oh.
It's still a little awkward talking to Cassandra. But the commander appears to have forgiven me. Finally.
Until later.
Take care. Need me for anything?
Until later.
Take care.
His friend had to die because he thought they were people. A slow arrow breaks in the sad wolf's jaws.
What? Is he talking about a literal wolf?
If you leave and come back, the chest gives you another. That's how we know too much. He died in the darkness so a blue rose could bloom. It always had a soul. The question is the answer. He did not want a body, but she asked him to come. He left a scar when he burned her off his face.
What? What?
Hello.
As cryptic as ever, Cole.
It was the same boy. His mother on the ship, his father in their homeland. He grew up lonely. Or didn't. Barefaced but free, frolicking, fighting, fierce. He wants to give wisdom, not orders.
I wish I knew all the people he was referring to.
Being this, being me, it's harder, but better. I like me. Meriden laughs at things I say.
Okay, obviously Cole's talking about himself there, but the others, I haven't got a clue.
He broke the dreams to stop the old dreams from waking. The wolf chews its leg off to escape the trap. Her name is different now. Victoria. The old name slips away further each time. She's glad you're here.
Clearly Liliana.
The guardian spirit stayed, not bound, but biding, because he asked. He knows how to speak, so spirits listen.
Do you talk about Solus there?
She killed the girl to save herself. She thinks about the eyes going black. A weapon is an order, not a gift. They made bodies from the earth, and the earth was afraid. It fought back, but they made it forget. Rainier, Rainier, Rainier. It still hurts, but you helped make it better. He can mend it now.
Clearly talking about Blackwall there.
The spirits have fled, flying, fluttering, fast to the farthest fade. They're afraid of the veil tearing again.
Oh, really?
Hello.
Even the spirits are messed up over all that.
Hello.
Okay, he's done. Yeah, most of that, though, I didn't understand who he was talking about.
Hello, and shh. I'm trying to figure out why everyone is acting so weird. I mean, besides because Canary assassins and everything. You see it, right? There's something going with the elf servants. Makes sense after that ruin, right?
It's been a couple of years. How's everything sitting with you?
It's weird meeting back up and seeing everyone get their grey. First time I've been anywhere long enough to get fond of things. Leliana's friendly when she wants to be. My people sometimes do things for her, like I do for you. And all for Andraste, I suppose. It still rings right, but the way people used to go on about it, I thought there'd be more trumpets.
When you start going on about elves, it's hard to tell if it's about them or you.
Yes, you're ever so clever. Arse. Point is, the servants have no complaints. No asking for a Jenny. They serve this lot, but don't want them done for anything.
So, the nobles are nice, and the servants are happy?
Two things that have never been true. Mark that I said it. We're fighting Canary, but something else is on the up.
I suppose you've a lot to say about that elven ruin. About the creators.
They're not even demons, just big magey knobs punching down. And yes, the shits who use them to make me feel broken can still eat it. But always waiting for that fight is way too much work. It's like doing half the hurt for them. Maybe we're old now, but I'm tired of it. We've new fights to look forward to. We always do, seems like.
Like you say we're old. We're not old. What the heck?
We'll talk later.
Speak for yourself.
Count on seeing you, yeah?
Oh.
Wish I hadn't burned all my contacts with the Ben Hasrath. Be nice to have some idea what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but then you'd be on their side, Chief.
Yes, but I'd know things. I like knowing things.
The Chargers have been with the Inquisition for a while now. Is everyone still happy?
No complaints, Your Worship. The Inquisition's been good to us. We'd disband and join the Inquisition officially, but the Chief gets this sad dog look when we suggest it.
The loyalty is touching, Krem.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss. Hey, boss.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime.
And I didn't check. I'm pretty sure Sarah doesn't say anything else either, does she?
Here's you. Hello again.
Yeah, no.
We'll
Oh.
talk. Count.
The way she said goodbye was different. I just noticed the heads on the wall. Ew. Oh no, it's a werewolf. That used to be a person, you know.
I hear congratulations are in order, Inquisitor. Were you inspired by our chat earlier?
Not really.
Don't answer that. I prefer to pretend that was the case. I am certain you and the Commander will be very happy. He is quite a catch.
Yes, he is.
Is that so?
Oh yes. The Orlesian court is in absolute pandemonium over this, even by their standards.
Really? Oh, what a shame. I don't give a damn.
I hear you've been rebuilding the Seekers.
Slowly, but yes. I managed to find a few of my former comrades who'd scattered to the winds. Some of them were unsuitable, and I did not ask them to return. Others felt as I did, once they read the Lord Seeker's tome. We've since recruited a few candidates who are going through training now, with full disclosure. What comes after this, I cannot be certain. I'm making it up as I go along.
I'm sure you'll be fine, Cassandra.
I need to be better than fine. I want to build something that is worthy of lasting.
So what do you think of the Chantry?
You ask me just to poke at me and see if I react, don't you?
No.
It is what it is. Most Holy's reforms are interesting, to say the least. I hope they last once Liliana is gone. Regardless of what I think, it could have been far worse. You and I both remember the dark times we faced. Sadly, others have far shorter memories.
What do you think of the Exalted Council?
They are frightened of your power, and there is no longer a hole in the sky to remind them that it was needed.
They might be right.
Do not say that near them unless you want to give them the scent of blood. Even so, I would wait and see where this leads. Calmer heads may yet prevail.
When has that ever been the case?
I'm an optimist. Just ask Varric.
I'm sure he'll agree.
I'll see you later.
Farewell.
Remembering how this ends and thinking about it more and more is probably as best that the Inquisition stops. Or maybe it doesn't stop, but is given to someone else. Maybe that's what the next, if there's a Dragon Age 4, maybe that's what the next one can be. Next protagonist can help lead. Maybe not be the leader of the Inquisition, but help lead it. Because my Inquisitor won't be able to do that. Hopefully she'll come in and give advice and help out, but...
Tell me, these strange spaces past the Alluvians, are they safe to explore?
We're taking every precaution we can, Josephine.
I will take your word for it. And yet, you've accomplished so much in the calm of these past years. I wish you did not have to imperil yourself for us. Again.
I don't like to worry you, but thank you, Josephine.
You're most welcome. Tell me if there's anything I can do to help. I will do what I can here. Once the Canarial dealt with, brace yourself. The Council is just as relentless. It is good to see you.
Maker, you're a lovely sight.
Oh, so are you.
Is there any news from Ferelden? How is your family?
My sister Mia keeps me informed. As I understand, she's training my nephew to best me at chess.
Oh.
I sense a threat to my commander's chess superiority. I'm sure the defeat will be distressing.
He's 4. You could at least pretend I'd throw the game.
Do you remember the first time we came to the Winter Palace?
Oh god, yeah.
All too well. I've already answered a half-dozen questions about my personal life. The reason we're here is because we made a difference. That's worth enduring the political small talk.
But you're still glad I'm here to rescue you.
Very much so.
Aww.
Have you had a chance to speak with Leliana? Away from work, I mean.
Some, yes. Liliana has kept in contact, unofficially of course, but it's good to see her again. Arguing with her in person is far more satisfying.
I'm sure it is.
Is there anything I should know?
We were permitted soldiers here, but our every move is watched. Some things never change.
Mm-hmm.
I should go.
Inquisitor. It's good to see you.
Divine Victoria?
Please don't. It would be nice to just be Liliana again for a few days.
Oh, of course. Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive. I just want it to be like old times.
Tell me about your nugs. Did you get any new ones?
Oh yes! A litter was born just a month ago. We are weaning them right now. If you were hoping for one, I'm afraid they're already spoken for.
Yeah, I wouldn't get one. The way we live, it'll probably end up shot or barbecued or something. Yeah.
Do you miss being our spy master?
I think I miss the people more than the work. Josie, Cullen, I didn't notice how much I liked having them near until they weren't. We're right, of course, but it's not the same.
Have your agents any news I should hear about?
There is activity in the Tirashan. Strange elves, like those at the Temple of Mythal. No news of Solus, however.
So after that, the last one gathered together to make a new life. Maybe to meet up with Solus? Maybe Solus found him afterwards. Oh, that's a point.
Perhaps later, Leliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
What if Solus met up with them?
Inquisitor, is there something I can help with?
Oh.
Perhaps later, Leliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
What if, because at the end of the game, it sort of hints that Solus might be back. If he is, I wonder if those elves join him that actually out helping him now.
Darling,
That's a thought.
what can I do for you? I wanted your opinion of how Divine Victoria is working out.
Leliana is managing to hold the Chantry together, just barely. Likely your influence.
Okay, what's that guy doing behind us? It looks like he's having some sort of fit. And why are you accusing me?
How are things for the Circle of Magi?
If you call it the Circle while they're in earshot, you'll never hear the end of it, my dear. The College of Enchanters is a ridiculous mess, but it's still a useful institution for training mages.
We'll talk another time.
That guy needs to move.
Darling, what can I do for you?
Get rid of that guy.
We'll talk another time.
There you go.
Good to see you, my friend.
What is this ambassadorship about, exactly?
I believe my father set it up, but the Imperium certainly didn't object. They'd love for the Inquisition to fall apart, so they're happy if it seems they consider this council a waste of time.
That makes no sense.
No? If Dread Tevinter actually pushed for the Inquisition's end, everyone else would disagree on principle. So they send a nobody pariah and hope for the best. Makes perfect sense to me.
What did you do in Tevinter while you were away?
I went home. Twice. Father was only there once. Mother was drunk both times. I also went to Carinus to see my good friend Maeveris. Then I settled some of Alexis's affairs. That wasn't fun.
I bet it wasn't.
Any thoughts about the Exalted Council?
A few. Divine Victoria needs a new tailor for one. From the paintings of Liliana in that enormous robe, you'd think she was pregnant.
Ooh.
Could cause a delicious scandal.
Oh dear.
As for this whole Exalted Council business, well, I warned you once that no one would thank you for saving the world. Sadly, I'm always right. So long as the Inquisition's around to remind them they're not really in charge, they'll never sleep comfortably. Whether they have the guts to take action, I suppose we'll see.
Another time.
I look forward to it. Good to see you, my friend.
Oh.
Another time.
I look forward to it.
Didn't mean to trample on the furniture. These things are huge, look at them.
You heard? Maybe.
Okay, well, I've just looked and I have spoken to everyone now. Next thing to do is to carry on. I can't remember what they said to do now. But, yeah. Carry on through there. Oh no, they want me to go back through that mirror. Oh, that's it. They want me to go back through... They want me to go back through the Illuvian to, oh, it's downstairs.
There might be something here. Better take a closer look.
What? To wind me up, aren't you? Yeah. They, I need to go back through the Illuvian. But I've been at this for hours now, and this video is going to be long enough. I don't know how much I can squeeze in or whatever without making it too long. So I'm going to stop here and carry on another time. Yes, when I come back, I'm just going through Illuvian. I don't remember what's through there. I don't remember much of this DLC. I only remember bits and pieces. But yeah, so that's what I'll do when I come back. So if you've been watching, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!